Hello, good evening, and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl. And we're here for our Wednesday night stream. Yes, we're back playing Starfield. Just to give a recap of where we are, we have gone through the Unity, we've gone to New Game Plus, which is what we're in now. We're about a third of the way or so through, maybe even halfway through the New Game Plus 1. The aim is we wanted to go through to New Game Plus, do New Game Plus 1 as a complete replay through, with the aim of seeing what's different. We're then going to go through Unity to New Game Plus 2, and we're going to have a look at what a shortened version of going through to New Game Plus 3 is, and that's kind of where we want to get to, as kind of like a wrap up of this Starfield series, and then maybe we'll do a few things after that. But that's kind of like where we want to get to in terms of these live streams. So just to give a flavour of what we've got then. So a number of people commented on a previous video that talked about the fact we had the bug in the first game. So parallel self is the power that you get from having Barrett, right? So the issue was not that Barrett was dead. We had Barrett, we did the Worlds Apart mission, and we got parallel self. The issue is this one here, Supernova. Now, it didn't come up. Vladimir wouldn't give the temple where it was, and some people, and a lot of people have had this bug, right? With this, and it's this exact power they've had this bug with, that Vladimir doesn't give the location for the temple. Now, some people have said if you're continuing playing the game and you happen to land on a planet and it's got an undiscovered temple there or an unknown location there, yes, you can search for it. But given all the systems and planets in Starfield, I don't want to search every single one just to find that one power when I'm trying to rush through to New Game Plus 1, Plus 2, and so on. So yes, it's a bug. Yes, there's a way around it, potentially, but that way around it is enormously time-consuming and not what we're trying to do here. So there you go. That's where we are with that. So, and we've already got, we're running with personal atmosphere active, which is what we have all the time. And you can see what we've got so far. We've got all of these powers. So the only one we were missing was this supernova that we didn't get. Right, so if we go back one, just as a reminder or a recap on the skills, we've done virtually nothing on physical. We focused on leveling up scavenging because that's always useful. We've gone down a ballistics and then rifle pathway. I like ballistics and rifles. They tend to be quite good multi-purpose weapons, so we're focused on that to make that as best as possible. Science-wise, we've gone up the astrodynamics path. That's because we want to make the jump drive go further. But in reality, it was about the research methods. The reason being is research does stay with you into New Game Plus 1 and so on. So it's actually worth doing research. It's fun to research, to modify your weapons and your suits. Some of the iron sights on the weapons aren't the best, so being able to at least change the sights, very nice. No, the game isn't the most difficult, but sometimes it's just nice to have weapons that you feel comfortable with, that you like the handling of, and modifications are often key part of that. And tech, yeah, we've done a lot on security, and we've not really touched much else. If we then have a reminder, inventory, no. Ship, we're in our Starborn ship. We do have the Starborn armor, but we swapped it out for the Mantis, which up until about Starborn armor level 6 or 7, the Mantis is better, bearing in mind that you can upgrade the Mantis armor, you cannot upgrade the Starborn armor. We have a Beowulf, which is my go-to generic weapon. I do love the Beowulf, and it happens to be a 1-inch punch Beowulf, which is really quite nice. So that's great. And you can see in terms of status effects here, there's our character. It's got pretty decent physical EM and energy with some pretty good resistances. You can see my background I chose as a soldier, and the traits that we had was Wanted, Dream Home, and Taskmaster. Right, so without further ado, we're continuing with our missions. We're doing the main missions only. Remember, this is main missions only, except for the In the Lair of the Mantis and the Worlds Apart to get the extra power. So that is what we're doing here. So the next thing is going to Procyon 3. So let's go and head there. And we're still docked, and it won't let me. Okay, we've got to undock. That's fine. Right, now we should be able to quick travel.
Ship's detached.
The ship is detached. Thank you for that, Barrett.
We're clear.
So off we go, continuing on our journey. And just as a reminder to everybody, we are live streaming as always on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. So you might not always see some of the chat because it might be on somewhere else. Oh, what have we got here? Have we got a bounty hunter? Yeah. So this is something you get as part of being wanted. Okay, I don't know who you think I am, but you are about to find out. Okay, well, it's got to be you can try. You are where you may not be. So just to show you how fast you can actually boost away, which is really good if you are getting locked up. And there's one. And then after the other bounty hunter, where are you? There you are. Ooh, okay, you went just past my target lock. There, we got you now. As soon as we've got his shields, then we'll target him. There we go. Shields are down. And he's gone. Oh, tried to loot him quickly, but we couldn't because it locked us onto the bounty hunter captain loot. That's fine. But this ship, incredibly fast. To be honest, if you're rushing to New Game Plus 10, you never actually need to buy another ship. The Starborn ship is easily good enough to do everything you need. It's no way near the best ship, don't get me wrong. There's much better out there, and you can make much better out there. But it's good enough for what you need it for. Good enough for what you need it for. Okay. And there we go, landing on. Exit the ship.
I wonder if life was unique.
Okay, yeah, we know how to do this. We've done this a lot before. So we look for our scanner distortions. You can see them. And often you can actually even see the building. In this case, we can't see the building. But you know you're getting more centralized when the scanner distortions get higher. And now you have to turn off the scanner to be able to use your power. So we've used our personal atmosphere, which means we can unlimited sprint for a pretty reasonable period of time without using even any oxygen, which is very nice. You can always scan things on the way, but it's not required. I don't really want to fight everything, so there it is. It's not something we're actually worried about right now. So you can see where we are now, because we've only got the power to level 1. It doesn't quite recharge in time for the length of duration. But once you get to level 3 at least, level 3, your personal atmosphere lasts long enough that your Starborn power will recharge. So you can pretty much instantly use it again. So then you basically get a permanent personal atmosphere, which is incredibly nice, to say the least. That freezing liquid, that's fine. And there's our entrance. Personal atmosphere, get all our oxygen back, very nice. And let's go through the door, and here we go. This is the collecting the power. You've got to do this 240 times to get to NG+10. Right, up we go. Looking for our little glowing things. I like to start off high. That gets us over that middle bit, because sometimes they end up on the other side, and that can be a bit annoying. Don't forget you can use your jetpack booster to get you going, and we just have to get over this thing and get these so many times. You can see there it's a bit annoying. This is when it can be a bit of a problem. You've got to watch you don't get caught on those spinning rings, because they will trap you in. That one disappeared on us. And there we go, and we're done. So that was a pretty smooth one. And in we go. In we go, and there's a power. Okay. Starborn's going to appear somewhere. Anti-gravity field 2.
Now that was a sight to behold.
Okay, no Starborn on this one. That might be because it's the first one.
Get you back to the lodge to make sure. Then we'll talk.
Okay, so let's just fast travel, return to the lodge. So lots of fast traveling. Lots of fast traveling.
Hey, you might want this.
Okay, over we go.
The place is a delightful relic, tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
Okay, there we go. It was like a building, like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature, just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Okay, need to use anti-gravity field, so we need to switch our power. Anti-gravity field is there. As you can see now, it says anti-gravity field 2, and that's because we've got it up to level 2, and it goes to level 10. Switch back to personal atmosphere before I forget. I'm just actually going to turn the volume on the music down just a touch more. There we go.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
weird it is. We need to keep this under wraps. No one can know.
No one in Constellation is going to lose lips on this.
Gonna be hard to keep this under wraps, Vlad. If my artifact also leads to a power someday, or if there are even more of these things out there, then we may want to reevaluate this approach.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare.
Okay.
And even then, it takes time.
Okay. I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just Fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
Okay, so we go. Med Pack 2, we got 14,800 credits, always nice, and some XP. Let's go talk to
Ask
Walter.
if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas.
Okay, hello Walter, are you
We're all
there?
here for the same
Earth
reason.
calling. Can we talk? There we go.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning.
Okay, I'm interested. Let's hear it.
It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone.
Okay.
I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect.
Perfect, I am. I'm in.
That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
Very nice.
I'm sure we have room for you on the ship, Walter. Might be cramped compared to what you're used to, but it'll get you there.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off.
On my Starborn ship. Okay. Right, I'm ready. Let's go.
The whole star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
Good. Glad that you are. Right, all that money can buy. That's good. Right, let's just double check our... Right, what have we got from a weapon standpoint? Yeah, I mean, we've equipped a lot of things. Actually, I don't need that scout rifle. I don't know why I've got that. That needs to be get rid of. But everything else is fine. We don't need to do anything else here. How many digipicks? Got plenty of digipicks. Bunch of keys. None of that weighs anything. Okay, that's fine. So let's just crack on. So we're going to do power from beyond first. And then we will do the trip to Neon. I really do like to break up the getting the powers. Oh, Crimson Fleet. The reason is that getting the powers all at the same time can be a little bit tedious. See, that space junk should move, right? Get out of the way.
They've lost ground jump capability.
Okay. Really like to get him target locked. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. So the other thing that I've come across is when you're doing some of these space combats, sometimes the friendlies can get in the way of your shot, and then you end up with a bloody bounty and they attack you, and it's a pain in the neck. So I've learnt to be very, very careful now that making sure there are no friendlies between me and the enemy that they get caught from. So right, so let's land here and do this one, and we've found another anomaly here in the same system, so we'll pick that one up as well. Like I say, trying to split up getting these powers as much as possible, because doing, 5 to 10 in a row gets a little bit tedious. And we can see the temple straight away, so this will be a nice, easy one. Exit the ship.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Look, I already set up.
And because we're doing this as a rush to NG+, NG+2, you know, we just don't even need to bother about all the side conversations with the companions. It's literally you're playing through as quickly as possible. Like I say, and this isn't even the quickest way you can do it, because doing a full replay, but that was to see the differences. You know, we can do this even shorter if we'd have skipped most of the main quest line. And we're going to have a look at that when we get to NG+2. Let's get over that. You can see how useful that personal atmosphere is. I mean, when you get that skill to like level 3, 4, whatever, I mean, you can use the personal atmosphere and you can be like massively over encumbered. It's like there's the entrance. And you can just you can sprint unlimited while being crazily over encumbered. Let's make it over. We do. Good. It's one of the issues of not teching into boost pack, but it's really not what we're after right now. You can see we've got plenty of ammo for the Beowulf right now, so ammo is not a problem. Alright, let's go through and do it again. Like I said before in this, I just wish that it wasn't doing the exact same puzzle for every power. That's I think the biggest thing on this. And it would be pretty cool if you're leveling the power as well. Like maybe you have to use it to do something. Because I tend to find that out of the 24 powers, there's a whole bunch that you just never use. Right? And that, I think, is less than ideal. Oh, it disappeared on me. And we're done. Nice and quick. And through we go. Boom. Right, there should be a Starborn waiting for us this time. Is there? Maybe there's not. But that's personal atmosphere level 2, which is fantastic because that's the one that we use the most. Okay, yeah, that all looks good. Okay, there is no Starborn yet, so we haven't got to that bit. So the next one then is... So that's talk to Vladimir now, but we're going to go and get this one because we can get that power next. Quick travel.
I have something for you.
Good. Let's land.
Landing gear's ready.
Landing gear is ready, is it? I didn't know we had any landing gear on this thing. We kind of land on the wing. Right, can't see the temple right now. Looks like it may be just up there in front of us. So if we look for the front of the ship is over here. Nothing on the scanner, which means it's over this way somewhere, is it? There it is. So sometimes it's really easy to see the temple. Sometimes it's actually hidden behind a ridge. But if you can see now, we've got level 2. So our power should now last a lot longer. Whether it will actually last the amount of time for our power to get back, it won't. But it won't be far off. So you can, it's just gone off now and we've got 3/4 of our energy back. But we've still got all our oxygen to use. So just coming up to the point where we run out. So we stop, you hit the end. There we go, and we can use the power again. There we go, very nice. The entrance is right here. Apparently there's no direct path scene, which is interesting because we're on the path. Okay. And again, let's get the power. 3 powers in 1. 21 more to go. Right, up we go. Barrett out of the way. Thank you. So sometimes you just need to tap the booster in here. Sometimes you can double tap it. Sometimes you can just hold it down like that and you can use all the boost. So there's lots of different ways. But like I say, always worth trying to get high when you can to get over those rings. As you can see, it's down there. We got that one. Did we get it? That was a bit delayed. So this is as worse as it gets, which is it being all the way over the other side and low. So you have to go kind of up and over. So that's a shame, but that's fine. That's fine. And in we go. Okay. Still no Starborn. And we got another power at level 2. Right, so there's no more of that. Let's go and travel to Neon and do that one.
I have something
This is
for you.
Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
Have a good time in Neon. Oh, there's a power from beyond here as well, which is nice, so we can get that after we finish Neon.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
Okay, let's exit.
Hey, you might want this.
There's Walter. Let's go talk to him.
Nah, smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm bass.
Chasm
We need to
bass.
stop by the Stroud-Eklund offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.